guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this makeup look, but only using products under $10. So anything that is over $10 is not used in this tutorial. So everything on my skin, once again, is $10 and under. I really like it. I kind of just went for a super glowy but natural look. I didn't really do much to the eyes, but just mascara, and I did a full face glam using products that I've never used before and products that I haven't really used in videos either. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look right here, then just keep watching this video. So starting out my face, I have nothing on right now whatsoever. I did put a headband in just because I wanted to get all of my hair out of my face. So starting out with a drugstore primer. This is the Milani Prime Light Primer. This is a strobing and pore minimizing oil-free primer, and I really like it. I do sell them a little bit more expensive at other places, but at Target and Walgreens, they actually have it for $9.99. So I'm just going to kind of rub this all into my skin, and it gives me such a super nice like tinted glow, which I really love. Now that we have the primer, and as you can see, super glowy and shimmery. You can tell more on your fingers when you're applying it than you can when it's actually on your face. Next is a foundation, and I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Beauty Sponge. This retails for $6.99, and like I said, different places, different prices. I got mine for $6.99 at Target. So basically, I'm just going to kind of spray that because I do want it to be damp, and I'm using the Milani Make It Dewy spray just to kind of spray over this because I like to have my foundation sponge wet when applying. And then using my new, which I've never used this before, Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. This is an airbrush finish. I got it in the shade Natural Beige. Lately, I have not used a Maybelline foundation, and I thought, why not try something new? The pump, because I love pumped foundations. It's just so much easier to pump out. This one's a little hard to pump out though. It doesn't pump out very much, so you have to kind of keep pumping a lot, but this is how much I'm just going to use since I don't know how, you know, the coverage is, and I'm hoping that the shade matches me. I'm a little bit tan because we did lay out in the sun yesterday, but I don't know if it's going to match me perfectly. We'll just have to see. Using a new foundation, you're always just kind of in for a surprise with colors and whatnot. So I actually should have went to the sink and wet my beauty sponge because this beauty sponge is really hard if you don't wet it, and it's not blending the way that I want to use it usually. So I think the shade matches me pretty good. Kind of just drag it down onto my neck. And yeah, I think it matches almost perfectly, so loving that. For concealer, I am not going to be using this sponge. You can if you want to, but this sponge is just really hard for concealer, so I am going to go with my Beauty Blender. You can get these at the drugstore too, but this one is just the regular old Beauty Blender. I am going to go wet it because I feel like it just does not apply right if you do not wet it, and I made that mistake just now by using my L'Oreal sponge. So I'm actually going to be using a new concealer that I just got yesterday. It's one of the Ulta Beauty concealers. I actually haven't tried any of the Ulta Beauty brand makeup products at all, and this actually just kind of intrigued me because it said that it was a full coverage waterproof concealer, and who doesn't want a waterproof concealer for summer? This is what it looks like. I actually really do like the packaging. It's just a clear package. It says Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Concealer, and it has the little twist off tube, and then the applicator is just like a normal concealer. It's not too thick. Oh wow. But the concealer is like really thick actually. Oh my gosh. I don't know how it's gonna be like a waterproof, but we'll have to see. The smell kind of gets to you. Like if you put it up to your nose, it doesn't smell the best. It kind of smells like paint. And it actually kind of goes on your face like paint too. So look, it's really thick. I think I might have put too much for this exact concealer because it is very thick, but I had no idea. So let's just see how it blends out. Well, it did blend out pretty good, so I'm not going to complain there. And it does really cover, and you can see it's super light underneath the eyes. I'm actually just going to put a little dab of the Fit Me. Drag it onto the lids to cover any veins or pigmentation that you may have. And I really like the way that it blended out. I think it blended out really beautifully. So I do see a little bit of creasing more than usual. Like my eye looks very creased right here, which does not usually happen. So it could just be the concealer, or maybe because my under eyes might be a little dry. I didn't apply any eye cream this morning, so I don't know what it's from, but I do like the way that the concealer blended out. And I do like the coverage that it did give me. It's just creasing really bad right now. Not sure, like I said, if it's the concealer or if it's just my eyes could be really dry this morning. So taking my L'Oreal translucent powder, this is like a really old powder that I've had for a long time. I didn't even see in it, so it's really nice and has a nice brightening effect. And I'm just going to take this little brush and just apply it underneath the eyes just to kind of set that concealer that we just applied. Make sure it's all good. You can actually bake with this, but today I'm not going to. I'm just going to use this to kind of set it. We're going to powder the skin. So today I'm going to be using my tried and true Neutrogena Healthy Skin pressed powder. This retails for $9.79 at Walmart. So I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush. Now this actually can get pricey, this powder. I don't know why, but I have seen this powder and I've actually bought this powder for like $14.99 before. So it really, like I said, depends on where you go. But they do sell this at Walmart, and you can get it for like $9.79. Also, I think at Target it's around $10 too. Taking my L'Oreal Glam Bronze. This is my favorite bronzer. You guys know that. I'm going to be just contouring the skin with this. Then for blush, I am going to be using this NYX blush, and it's in this shade Peach, which it's totally not a peach shade. You can see it's almost like the color of my fingernail. Definitely not a peach. A bit of this, and it just gives you a nice little kind of summer flush to your skin. We will blend this out right now too, because I still feel like it's a little bit much. So I'm just kind of taking this random powder brush that I have and blending that in with my contour. That way it looks a lot more natural and it doesn't look so like chalked on to just your cheeks. So moving on to my favorite part, you guys know this already, is my highlighter. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This one is in the shade Molten Gold. I actually picked this one up at Target and I really didn't have a problem finding it, so that was nice. A lot of people said it was hard to find, but my Target had them like already out and ready to be bought, so I was pretty happy about that. I've used this one time and I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it, so I'm just going to kind of give it another shot. And I did like it though, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Just in the pan, it looks like it would be a lot more of a wet, like a wet highlight. But when you apply it on the skin, it's more powdery. So I just wasn't expecting it to be that way, but it's still really beautiful and very pigmented and very buildable. So you can really build this as much as you want it to be, you know, I like to highlight kind of a little excessively. I just love highlighting, so if you like a little bit of highlight, this is great for you because you don't have to build it. You can just do one little sweep and you're good to go. Or if you like highlighting to the gods, then you can just keep building it and it will build as much as you want. So We're going to use this highlighter because it is a gold. I like to use the gold first. And then I am going to use one of my Wet n Wild highlighters in the shade Precious Petals. This is a more like lighter gold. Also kind of looks like a wet highlight. It is more of a wet highlight than that Maybelline one, and so we're just going to sweep that over top of the gold. And it just gives it a little bit more of a ivory. I'm going to spray my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray to kind of set all of that in my skin because we don't want it to go anywhere. So next is eyebrows. I've actually been using a lot of drugstore products for my eyebrows that are not over $10. So I am going to be using that now. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys my eyebrow routine really quick. I'm going to comb through my brows because they are looking a little bit messy right now. So I'm just going to comb through them. I've actually been doing them myself and I've not been getting them done. I think I said that in one of my other tutorials or my other videos. But my eyebrows were getting like super thin and I did not like the way that they were looking. They were not growing the way that I wanted them to grow, and they were just not the way that I wanted them to be. So I have been just kind of shaping them myself and cleaning up the areas underneath and on top. This eyebrow actually grows a lot faster than this one. So this one actually looks pretty perfect right now. It doesn't have any like strays, but under here I have some strays. It's super strange, but I love getting this Milani Clear Wax. It's a brow shaping gel, and it's a brow shaping wax, and just combing that over my brows, it really keeps my brows into place all day long. I used to use a Benefit Gimme Brow and like a setting after I was done with them, but I feel like the wax just gives it a lot more shape and makes it stick a lot better than using just a gel. So next I'm going to be using my little e.l.f. eyebrow kit. I don't use the super dark one obviously, but I will be dipping this into my two little brushes. One of them is like a super old MAC brush, and then the other one is from Sephora, like it was from a really old kit, but kind of anything that has this little angle. And what I like to do is just kind of comb through my brows with this color. This just kind of sets the base for my eyebrow. I just feel like it works best for me. It's just the way that it makes it look and come together. I've actually tried skipping this step before and it just didn't work the way that I liked it to. So I always have to just kind of go along with this step. And I do use both brushes because I feel like this one is a lot smaller, so I can kind of lengthen out the brow a little bit better, and then it gets into those areas. And then the other brush just kind of thickens the brow and gets the entire brow. So kind of confusing, but it works for me. I've always done it. I switch between that and my MAC Omega shadow, but that e.l.f. eyebrow kit is not over $10. So I think it was like $3 or $4. So I do that first with that color. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And this is when I actually like go in and curve the eyebrow shape exactly the way I want it. So I'll like comb upwards a little bit, kind of brushing through, but barely putting my point from the pencil on my brow, and then just combing through. And then you can lengthen, but you can tell by doing this or like just doing that, it just doesn't look good. So you have to do both steps for me. I mean, you could leave it like this. I just feel like it doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very defined and looks a little messy. So I just start from the inner corner of my eyebrow and then comb upwards and then kind of just trace it out, and then I will brush through it again, and basically my eyebrows are done. I don't spend a lot of time on my eyebrows. I really don't. I've seen people spend so much time on their eyebrows trying to make them perfect, and I feel like this just looks good to me and doesn't take that much time, so it's super easy to do. So my eyelashes are looking a little bit curled under, so I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes really quick. I don't always curl my eyelashes, but if they're looking a little straight down, then I'm gonna curl them. And then first things first, with my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is a super good dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It gives my lashes a lot of volume, really kind of clumps them together and makes them super thick. So I really have been loving this. And it's also from the drugstore, so I don't have to like order from Sephora or go to Sephora for my Too Faced one. I think I'll just be using this one from now on. And to do my bottom lashes, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. Then I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Carbon Black. This is to kind of separate and lengthen my lashes a little bit more. I have a few of you sometimes ask me why I never wear false lashes. I feel like my eyelashes are pretty long on their own, that I don't really need false lashes. I will wear them occasionally if I'm going like super out or just feeling the need to want to wear them or something. I do have a lot, but I just don't really like them that much. And they also damage your real lashes. So if you do have nice lashes and you just need a good like mascara routine, then do that. You can curl your lashes, you can use like 5 different mascaras if you want to, and really layer it on and make your eyelashes look like you're wearing false ones, or you can wear false ones and kind of just ruin your lashes. They really do ruin your lashes. I've had a couple instincts, just even pulling them out or off does rip out some of your lashes, so I don't want to risk that. So I usually just don't wear them. So next is lips, and I've actually never used this NYX lip liner, so I thought why not use it right now. This is the NYX liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. And then I got this new gloss yesterday at Ulta when I got the new concealers, and it's from Rimmel London. It smelled really good. I could not pass it up. This is the Oh My Gloss, and it does not have a name, it looks like. Oh no, it says this in Smart Pink. So it's not a super pink color, but it does have a hint of pink, but it blends really nice with lip liner and has an amazing smell. So that I would just, since we're going for the more natural, I thought I would just put this over. Well, mixed with the lip liner, it does look a little pink, but I actually really like it. And it feels really, really good and moisturizing on the lips. I think they had like 3 other colors of this, but this one just kind of, I was drawn to this shade because it looked more on like the clear side. And then I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and kind of wipe, and we're good to go. Alright guys, so that is the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and check out the description for all of my social media links, and I will also list them somewhere on the screen over here. If I'm not on YouTube, I am on one of those, so definitely check that out and follow me if you would like. But that is it for this tutorial under $10. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.